morning and welcome to Philadelphia. It is 52 degrees, it's sunny, but it's really windy. But it's a great day to get started on my herb garden. Now, last week I decided to add some seeds, but I'm impatient because I'm watching everybody else on Facebook grow and I really want some stuff growing. So let's begin. As you can see, I have chosen my six herbs that I'm going to put in here. I have basil, parsley, chives, rosemary, cilantro, and oregano. I'm going to start with the basil. When you go to the store, there's going to be hundreds of types of basils. Like this one is called Rucker's Obsession. There was also the Italian basil. Look and see how tall you want your basil to be. Mine is 16 to 18 inches. There are actually 4 in here, and I'm going to plant them in the first one. I also have a shovel, so I'm going to get started. Before you start planting stuff, you should research them, find out what kind of light they want, find out what kind of water, how high they grow. I did plant the basil earlier. Remember, you need to know how to pinch back your leaves so it'll help them become bushy. This is parsley. This is triple curled parsley. Okay, and again, it says it grows between 24 and 36 inches high, and you should space them 15 inches apart. So here you go. So again, I'm going to place this in my box over here. I believe in recycling and reusing things. So I found this old pallet, and I think this will be a great job for an herb garden. I'm now going to place chives in my box. Again, I'm going to tell you, I never did any herbs before. I have no clue how this is going to work, but that's part of science, that's part of experimenting, that's part of nature. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we try again. And here it does not tell me how tall the chives will get, but it does say put in plenty full sun and about 15 inches. So there we go. And these are considered perennials. This means it'll come back next year. Wonderful. Lots of people ask whether or not I use gloves. As you can see, I do not use gloves. I just like playing in the dirt, especially this is fresh dirt. This is not ground dirt. So I like playing in the dirt. Now I'm going to put in my rosemary. This is for culinary and ornamental. And again, looking at the cards are really important. Full sun, 8 hours. Water requires excellent drainage. Fertilize. The height for this is 5 inches. I think it's going to get bigger than that, but 5 inches. And it says keep weed free. Okay, so we're going to go over to our box. We're going to place it in. On the next one, we're going to put cilantro. Again, it says 20 inches. I do believe this is wide enough for it to grow, and it'll get nice and thick. It says 8 to 12 inches apart. Medium summer to autumn blooms. Not necessary to give it fertilizer, but I fertilize everything around here. Whether it is with coffee, whether it is with banana beans, whether it is with eggs, whether it is with Miracle Grow fertilizer, I fertilize everything. My flowers and my vegetables and my herbs. Now remember, this is the first time doing the herb garden, again, as I said, and I do vegetables, but I usually do those at work, which is school, and this year I'm going to do them at home, so we'll talk about that on the next video. So let's go put in our cilantro. Okay, the last one for this box is oregano. 4 to 8 hours of sun, water, prefers well-drained soil, use all-purpose fertilizer. Height is, I'm sorry, again, 30 is on the card, 8 inches, 8 to 12. Please keep weed free. Okay, so they also say this is a good ground covering, and it complements tomatoes and meat dishes. So you can put this on your tomatoes, you can put this on your meats. All right, so I'm gonna put this in the pot in my last box. So I've completed the whole herb garden setup. I used the palette. Hopefully it'll grow all summer long and it'll provide us with lots of herbs and spices for the whole season. So some people say, hey, what about if you have a cold frost? I have some plastic that, oh, let me go grab the plastic. I have some plastic that I use to cover in case we get a cold spell. And I just place it over here and that will protect it through the cold spell. It'll keep the heat out and it'll keep the cold out. The heat in and cold out. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this. Come back and visit me. See you later.